Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to another episode of the Marquie Money Talks YouTube channel. We had a good day on the market today. Lately I've been doing options trading, and today was very good. And I just wanted to share my progress with you on this. I wanted to show you where my account was when the morning started. So at 8:30 in the morning, the market usually opens at 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. So today, my options call was valued at, or my account was valued at 174.99, and I just put a little money in the options because I wanted to kind of see how it worked before I started putting more money in and take a bigger risk. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward when it comes to investing. But so with the options I have now, I started out the day at 174.99, and at the end of the day today, it's 8:30 right now, while I'm shooting this video. We're at $300.99. So that was $125.98 gain, which is up 71.99%. And so that kind of goes to show the power of options and how fast your money can grow. And I'm really loving options and understanding how it works. The next thing I'm going to do is learn to read the charts, because the charts can tell you, pretty much where to put your money on stocks you may be unfamiliar with. So as I do my research and find more companies to start investing in, then I will be, going through the charts and doing some more videos on options. But I'm just, I'm a numbers guy, so I was just crunching numbers, and I was like, if that was, you move that decimal point back two spaces, then that would have been a real nice gain. Say I had 30,099 in there. Then today I would have made $12,598 in one day of investing. And so I plan on having money like that in options. So that's why I'm showing you this progress right now, so you can see where I'm at now versus where I may be in about 6 months. And so when I'm looking at my options, what I'm looking at is where they usually are around this time of year right now. Um, Love, which is Southwest Airline. One of my calls is up 70.31%, and I have another call in here at 27.50, and that's up 76.19%. So those are great gains for just one day of investing. And I'm trying to wait until they hit a certain point before I sell and buy more options. And so there are other options available and things that are coming up. I have a option I did on Ford, and it's up at 3 p.m. today. It was up 128.57%. And I mean, man, those gains are amazing. And I'm really loving, the opportunities that options are creating. I plan on becoming, maybe by January, becoming a full-time options trader. I'm just going to be trading options every day. And the way the market works is from about 8:30 Central Time to about 11:30 Central Time is usually when the market is moving. Wherever the stocks are sitting at around 11:30, 12 o'clock, that's usually where they're sitting for the rest of the day. So you're pretty much going to be know where you at around that time. So with options, I probably only be working about 3 hours a day, Monday through Thursday, because stocks usually kind of stall out on Friday or Monday, depending on if there's a holiday or a holiday is coming on a Monday or a Friday or over the weekend and stuff like that. Usually with holidays, the market usually goes down before the holidays because people pull their money out just in case something happens while the market is closed, because there's still trading going on while the market is closed. but those are in what they call dark pools, where only um, like the big investors, like Charles Schwab and some of the major companies that are like $1 billion and $1 trillion and multi-million dollar companies are able to still trade while the market is closed. And so I just want to point out a few things on here on the options. So I'm gonna go to another airline stocks. I know the airline stocks very well because that was my first investment when I first started. Just buying stocks, that was the first thing that I started making money off of. And so I know when they're typically up and when they're typically down. The market, it moves in cycles, and when you learn those cycles, then it's easier to make money. And one thing I learned about the airline stocks as far as their cycle is they always get their 52-week low in the first and the third quarter, and they always get their 52-week high in the second and the fourth quarter. So in the first and the third quarter, I would buy at a lower price, and then in the second and fourth quarter I would sell at a higher price, and that's how I would get my profits, and I would double and triple and quadruple and quintuple my money every year, and I did that for a number of years. But now I'm seeing with options how much more I can get done. I'm gonna open up my phone so I can use this calculator because I just want to show you a few things. Okay, I'm looking at this Delta stock right now. When you look at Delta, today it's sitting at $35. But when you look at the year, like let's see, like back in July, which is the second quarter when it's usually up, it's up around $48 right now. So let me see, it's 35 here. So it's roughly about up $13. But if we look at the 5-year chart, look at where they at right now. They're at 35, 36. But let's look at some of their high points. January, $62. September, $57. July, $62. What is this? November, $60. So they're down at 35 right now. But they're usually up. That's 2020. We're in 2023. So when things are going well, they're usually sitting around $62 or somewhere up in there. So let's go to trade options, and we're gonna look at some of the options on this. Now, when I in trading options, you want to give a stock time to move in the direction that you want it to move in. So what I would do is go to, like, let me see, I like to go about 2 months out. It's November the 14th. So we're gonna go to January the 19th. And right now I like to go to the closest option above the stock when it's a call order. And so right here, the closest option to 35.36 is 37.80. Oh, that's the break-even price. Excuse me. $36 is the closest option to that 35.36. So you can get a $36 option for $1.82 for the contract, but the contract, like I discussed in the earlier videos, is 100 shares. So you got to multiply that 182 by 100. So you will get $182 that it would cost to get that one contract. Now, when we look at where they were, just like I said, let's say 5 years ago. Right now it's 35.36, but say it get up to like where it is right here, $62. Then on that option, on that $36 option, oh, okay, they got a 35.50. Hold on. Oh, date change. Okay. Let me see, January the 19th. Okay, we got the $36 option. And then back here, we said it goes up to $62. We're going to do that and just use that as an example so you can see just how much potential. So right here on the January the 19th, if we spend $182 on a $36 option and it goes up to $62, you subtract 62 from the 36 and that's going to give you $26. So if it goes up to the $62, you're going to have $26 profit on each share of that particular stock. And remember, each contract is 100 shares, and that's why you pay $182 for that option. And so you multiply that 26 times 100 shares. So you spent $182 and you made $2,600 back. So that would give you $2,418 profit off of $182 investment. And see, with options, you can get multiple contracts at one time. So if you multiply that, if you buy 5 contracts, let me see, at 182, it'll cost you $910. But for that $910, oh, hold on one second. I'm messed up on my math. Okay, we said 5 contracts at $182. So that would be $910 it will cost you. That will give you control over 500 shares because 5 contracts. Each contract has 100 shares, so that will give you control over 500 shares. And if it go up by that $26, then your profits off of that will be it will be $13,000 minus the $910 you spent on the contracts. So that will give you a $12,090 profit off of a $910 investment. And that's crazy. And that's on the call order. So, think about the stuff that you typically spend your money on, during income tax time. People buy TVs, they buy Jordans, they buy PlayStations, they buy all kind of stuff. But if you take that same money you put into that and invest, it can be a lot bigger and a lot better for you. And the rule of thumb is to live off of your investments, not spend all your money and then try to, get by. You make investments, then you take the profits from those investments and then live the life that you want to live. And if you make the right investments and the right moves, you can put yourself in a position to where you can make a yearly salary in less than a month or two with options. And then I want to go over put options, because call options, you make money on the way up. Put options, you make money on the way down. So we're going to look at the same stock, but we're going to look at it at a put option instead. So I like to go to the closest one to the current share price. So we're going to look at a $35 option. So this $35 put option, which is the put right here, means that you're going to make money if the stock drops or it loses value. So at $35.36, we can get a $35 put order at $1.73 per contract. So remember, each contract holds 100 shares. So that's going to be $173 to secure that contract. So let's see where it's dropped at. Okay, let's go on the 5-year and find the lowest point. So right here, it was $19 right here. So we see that it's currently, let me change the date up here because you got to remember to look at your dates up here. We're going 2 months out because we want to give the stock a chance to move in a direction. So we know that, from what I told you earlier, that the airline stocks are usually down in the first and the third quarter. They're usually up in the second and the fourth quarter. So if we put a $35 put option, it's 35.36 now. So if we do a $35 put option for $173, and we said it went down to 19, so that would be our strike price would be 35. So if it goes under 35, 35 minus 19 is $16. So we would make $16 per share if it goes under our strike price of 35 on the put option, which you make money when it loses value or go down. So when you multiply that 16 times 100, because each contract has 100 shares, then you're looking at $1,600 profit on the stock going down minus the 173, which is the price you paid for the contract. So you're making $1,427 if the price goes down from 35 to $19. And then if you get 5 of those contracts, then your profits will be $7,135 off of, let me see, 173 times 5, off of an $865 option play where you buy 5 contracts. So, making money when the stock go up and then turning around when the stock start to cool off and go in the opposite direction and go down is great opportunities either way. And that's the power of options trading. And as I learn more about the options, I'm going to be sharing more. I just want to put this video up and go deeper into the discussion and show you a little bit more on how the options work. And I want to thank all of my new subscribers for subscribing. I've been talking to a lot of people about options, and they've subscribed to the YouTube channel because they're interested in turning little money into big money. And I use these stocks as an example. I'm not telling you to buy anything or telling you how to invest your money. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. And always do your homework, do your research. Don't just take my word for it. Go look at some other YouTube videos on options. But mine are the best because I explain it the best. And I hope everybody have a wonderful holiday coming up and the rest of the year. They throwing out Mariah Carey right now, so she finna be, spending like crazy. And study these options and learn how to read the charts, and you're really gonna be able to go places with these options and make a ton of money, because it's just insane. And these big corporations and big companies been knowing about this, but the information wasn't always, just readily available to just like the average Joe like you and I. So, now with the internet and we're living in the age of information and data, you have all this information that's showing you that you can really build something solid and have longevity in it if you take the time out to master it. And, I tell people all the time that everything can seem like a scam when you don't understand how it works. And the more you understand investing, the more you're going to be able to get out of it, and the more you're going to be able to give yourself. When I first started investing, I just started investing, and then I educated myself later on. And once I educated myself on how everything worked, that's when I realized that a lot of the mistakes I made in the beginning, I wouldn't have made had I educated myself first. So educate yourself first, see how everything works, and build up your confidence in what you're doing and what you know. And then go invest and make money and live the life you want to live, because nobody want to struggle to pay bills, and nobody want to, sit up and look at their account in a negative and pray at the checkout line that you can afford that them eggs or bread or milk or that medicine for your child or your prescription medicine and things like that. That's not the life that we should be living in. Whatever you want to do in life, if you invest and make the right investments, in yourself and into knowledge and the information, then you'll be surprised at the quality of life that you have. Investing really changed my life for the better and really opened up the doors and really gave me freedom that I didn't have when I was working a job. In December the 17th, I'll be self-employed for 6 years, and now I'm getting ready to transition into becoming a full-time investor, because if the options that I have now pay off the way that I think they will, then starting in January, I'll just be a full-time investor, and I'll be on here doing my investing every day, and doing my YouTube videos every day, sharing the information with you guys. And if you want to learn and put your friends on and put your family on and have everybody around you making money and happy, then make sure you share this channel. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe so that you and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of the videos I have in the future. So I'm about to get off of here and start doing some more research on some options that I'm planning to get into next, because it looks like two of my option plays may be paying out this week, and I'm going to take that and grab some more because I'm trying to grow. And I'll be sharing my progress with you from time to time so you can see how far, we come, because just like I said, I started out today with $174.99 and ended the day with $399. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what the end of the week gonna bring. So you guys have a good rest of your night, a good rest of your month, and a good rest of the year. And we'll see you on the next video. Marquie Money Talks YouTube channel. Thank you.